One, two, three. Okay, the sound looks good. The stream is running. Hello, can you hear me? And welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you are having a brilliant weekend. Everybody's in a good mood and feeling great. Welcome everyone. Golden Age, Shay TP, LPCB Plane Spotting, Assad. Hello everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you guys are fine. I'm finally doing this live stream. You guys can't believe, but I prepared this live stream last year, like a couple of months ago. I don't remember how many months ago actually, but like a really long time ago, when I discovered this Ortho4XP patch, which was working for X-Plane 11, but was not working for X-Plane 12. So I contacted the developer of that patch and never got a reply. So I ended up picking up his work and updating everything. So now it is working for X-Plane 12. I've put the patch on the forum so you can download it and experience Lukla yourself. So yeah, we've got two planes here ready for departure as well. This is, I guess that's Golden Age on the first one. That looks like a Piper something, but I know you are flying the Piper Seneca. And next to me should be either Emil or Virtual Pilot, probably Emil, flying the King Air as well. And finally, it's me. I'm going to be flying the King Air C90B EVO mod with the G1000 for a couple of reasons. Because the G1000 has a little bit more power than the GNS version, and because I just kind of feel like the G1000 is going to be slightly more convenient while navigating in the mountains. But yeah, mostly because of the power. Anyways, this is really interesting. This is really cool. This flight is going to be great. We do, however, need to prepare ourselves a little bit because Lukla, it's a very famous airport. If you guys never heard of it, which I highly doubt, go check it out on YouTube and you will immediately understand why is it so amazing. First of all, it's the elevation. It is 9,300 feet with its elevation, while the threshold is it's sitting at 9,100 feet of elevation. Daifuko, hey, welcome to the live stream. Never heard of it. Yeah, sure. And so it has a very steep runway. Second thing, which is very incredible, that runway is short and it's literally located on a mountain, like pretty close to Mount Everest. I mean, I think you can see Mount Everest from the airport, if I'm not mistaken. So it is a very, very famous airport. There's a ton of videos on YouTube from real world flights. Definitely check those out. There is one particular which I really want to show you guys. We're gonna have, I'll show you just a tiny bit of the video once we reach Lukla, because I'm gonna try and do a very short turnaround, because the turnaround on that place usually is very, very quick, because on peak season there's a lot of people coming in, there's a lot of cargo, and it is absolutely incredible the way that those guys operate those airplanes in that airfield, and it's amazing. There's a video which I found on YouTube, but it's kind of like I think it's 7 or 8 minutes long, but it is impressive because during that 7 or 8 minutes, I think you have 4 airplane rotations, like literally 4 airplanes coming on and departing while deboarding and boarding again. So it is amazing. LPCB plane spotting, yeah, it's gonna be interesting, and I hope espero que não espete lá o avião. I hope I won't crash the plane there. And speaking about the plane, now Lukla requires a certain capability for from the airplane actually. So you really have to have an airplane which is capable of landing into some short fields. And while the King Air C90B can land on some pretty short fields, in real life I would never do it. So this airplane would not be going into Lukla. I mean, probably not 200% not possible. But because this is a sim and this airplane is quite good and I tested it, kind of can land there, we're gonna do it. but that part is not 100% realistic. All right. So yeah. Also, just wanted to say, you guys, I decided to remove Valenta overlay from the live stream. So you guys remember probably the purple overlay that I had here on the top of the picture. I decided to remove that because I feel like it was burning some frame rates, and I'm kind of sick of those frame rate drops and some small freezes. So I'm trying to put my streaming stuff as clean as possible, so we can enjoy the most or the best sim experience possible. So yeah, that's basically it. So because Lukla is such a complex airport, we actually do need to check some stuff out, and that's exactly what we are going to be doing right now. So bear with me, you guys know I like this kind of stuff, and I mean, you guys know I'm a student pilot in real life. There's a lot of preparation that usually people don't see in the simulator, and I kind of want to bring up some of the stuff, like very basic stuff, to the stream, so you guys can have a better time when flying, because good preparation is key for success. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let me share my screen. This is not going to take a long time. You guys know how this thing goes. It's going to take like 10 minutes of briefing or analyzing the situation, then we're going to get going. So you should be able to see my web browser open. I came into the Nepal AIP, which is like the, I don't know, each country has its own base of information regarding whatever, like routes, airspace, rules, law, different types of airports and whatnot. There's, by the way, there's Lukla right there. And you can pick up charts here. You can pick up a lot of information that can be really useful for the flight. So what is really useful here is, because I'm not totally familiar with how to fly in Nepal. I mean, I've never flown here before, apart from some training flights, because please do make at least a couple of training flights, because it really helps out. And you will understand why, because the mountains there are so big that there is no room for error. Because if you think you're going to outclimb the mountains like you do when you are on the sea level, nope, that's not going to happen, especially on those airplanes, or even with those airplanes, with these kind of airplanes. Oops, sorry. Also, I just want to put here the approximate flight plan, so we can have an idea of what heights are we talking about. So yeah, as you can see here, you guys know what this number is. This is the grid Mora. Basically, what it says is that you have all these squares, and each square has a safe minimum altitude. So it's like, no matter where you are on that square, if you keep an altitude which is equal or above this one, you're going to be safe from any obstacle on that square. So for this case, Lukla is located on a square where the grid Mora is 29,900 feet. All right. Of course, we're not going to go near that. Probably, I think Mount Everest is right here. That's why it's so high. Of course, we're not going to go close to it. I mean, this King Air, I think the maximum altitude for it is 25,000, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a little bit higher, not sure. Need to check that. But still, this is just so you guys can have an idea of how high those mountains are. And I mean, even like Kathmandu, where we are right now, the Great Mora is 12,400 feet. Like the next square we're going to be flying over is 15,500 feet. That's a lot of mountain. And yeah, we definitely need to plan on that. So that's the first challenge. The second challenge is because, well, when we operate airplanes, we fly by what's called the indicated airspeed. So it's whatever the instrument gives you, kind of fly that, unless you are flying really high and then you fly by Mach number, but we're going to take that for later. But one thing that we need to account for is density of the air, and there is something which is called the true airspeed, which you probably heard of. And the true airspeed is basically the airspeed which accounts for instrument error, density of the air, and air compressibility. Now, we will not be flying very fast, so air compressibility is not really come into account here, but the density of the air is going to take account on this. And what does that mean? Well, you guys know, the higher we go, the less dense the air is. So, for instance, let's say we're flying at 150 knots on sea level. How do we measure airspeed with airplanes? Basically, we got our pitot tube, air flows into it, exerts a certain pressure, and then we get a reading of that airspeed, right? Now, because if we go up, the airspeed is less dense, that means it will exert a lesser pressure on that pitot tube. And that means if our airspeed indicator is reading 150 knots indicated up there at 10,000 feet or whatever, actually we have to go quite faster, or like not amazingly faster, but quite faster than we would have had to go if we would be on a sea level. And what does that mean? That means that, for example, 150 knots on sea level and 150 knots on 10,000 feet are actually two different through air speeds. And what that gives us, for example, an increased turning radius, because we need simply more space because we're going actually faster in relation to the ground. So if we get into a valley and we need to do on 180, for example, we're actually going faster than if we would be going on a sea level. And that's dangerous, because if you don't do the turn correctly, well, what can end up? You're gonna end up on a cliff, right? You're gonna go into the mountains. So that's another challenge that we have to have. And as well, this affects our landing speed. So even though we're gonna land with the same 110 knots indicated airspeed, our true and our ground speed are going to be actually increased. So yeah, there's all of that. And then finally, because I'm not really like super familiar with the region, there should be a route, right? And in Nepal, those guys actually have a route. It's called the Kathmandu Mountain Flight Route. It's right here on the AIP. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see better. Actually, probably increase this tiny bit. And basically, we have a radial coming out of here of the VOR from Kathmandu, going all the way to the valley, which puts us on, let's call it the circuit for Lukla, which has this little pattern here, which I guess probably could be used for either holding or for losing altitude, because you will see that if you're not familiar with this pass, you will have a really hard time coming from this radial and going in for Lukla, because this distance right here is really close. It's like 5 miles. And if you're flying this radial at 15,000 feet, you're going to have a hard time descending for the airfield, and then you're unstable, and then you're going to have some problems. So yeah, what I'm going to do for now, we are on VATSIM. I've submitted a VFR flight plan, but we're going to be following an outbound radial until we get there to the valley. And if we will not have any other traffic, or if we don't require time to hold, I will start an earlier visual descent inbound the valley, and we're going to set up directly for the landing. So this is really important. And it's very important as well because we will be then flying back via this route. So a slightly different radial, 090 inbound, then at this is 15 miles. At 15 miles we fly to Barbie, and from Barbie we fly direct to the airfield, and then I expect to execute a visual circuit and land. So yeah, that's basically our route. Finally, we could check out what is going to be like our final approach, because this is going to be a short flight. It's like 25 minutes, not much going on. Of course, guys, this is a King Air, so we're going to have the AP in-up, autopilot in-up sticker. So if you are a member, crew member, it's time to spam those in chat. And I'm going to be hand flying the entire flight, which I feel like it's going to be a lot more interesting than just going with the autopilot. And yeah, so we need to have the entire picture in our mind before we actually go there. Finally, Lukla doesn't have an air traffic control. Just like we did last week, it is a flight information service airport, and in this case we have this little chart that the flight information zone goes from 25,500 feet above mean sea level down to the ground, roughly 5 miles out of Lukla, both ways. So we're gonna have to call out for traffic. I'm not sure if anybody else is gonna joining us. We should have 4 planes, including me, going for Lukla. And that's actually another thing that we really need to pay attention, because in Lukla we only have 4 spots. So there is literally no more space. So if there are 4 airplanes in Lukla, until one of those leaves, we cannot land. So we're gonna have to pay attention to that. If somebody else joins, we're gonna have to hold somewhere, like in that hole there, or just make 360s, and then wait until the airplane comes in. Finally, we're doing our flight. We are reaching here the valley inbound Lukla. How do we do this? Now, I found these charts from this tropical air virtual airline, which are actually pretty cool. There are very similar charts from Aerosoft, because they did an add-on for Lukla, and it really helps out as well. But it's kind of the same, so I didn't bother to go with the Aerosoft ones. So you go inside the valley, and what you do is, if you are going inbound, you need to keep yourself on the left side of the valley. So if you're flying northbound into the valley, you have to keep the mountain close to your left. All right, and you will be approaching the airport. Now, we do have a point of reference here. They call it the missed approach point, which is 4 miles out of Lukla. This is important, and this is another reason why I wanted to use the Garmin version of the King Air, is because we can do a direct to Lukla and then use it as a VOR station. So it's kind of like we're just going to have a needle pointing to Lukla, which is going to give us a DME reading, and that's going to be extremely helpful for this kind of stuff. So at 4 DME, we want to be roughly at 10,500 feet. We're going to continue straight ahead, and we are going to be crossing the turn 2 final. We should be at 9,500 feet. All right. Once we start to overflying the middle of the valley, there is a little river there. You will be able to see it. We should be crossing above the river at 9,300 feet, roughly. This is where we are either committed, or we should go around, like, immediately. There's this first go around possible, but then there's this second option as well. If we are not stable, or things are not looking good, and we are above the river, we are going to immediately apply the maximum amount of torque, which we can do, put the gear up, put the flaps to approach, and we're going to do a left-hand turn into the valley, climbing, of course, and outside of the valley, right? And we're going to be climbing to, it says here, 19,000 feet. I'm not going to go to 19,000 feet. I'll probably go to something like maybe 15, or not even 15, maybe 12,000 feet. Get outside of the valley, get into that, I can close this one, get into that holding area, rethink what's going on, why did that happen, what can we improve, and then go again. All right, so that's gonna be it. From the river to the airport, we are 100% committed. There is no going around at that point. We're gonna end up on a hill if we do so. So it's really important to do that kind of stuff. All right, good. Now, am I missing something here? I don't think so. I mean, departure out of Kathmandu, the runway is huge, so we should have no problems at all. The elevation is as well quite high, 4,395. What I expect to do is, I think we have a 90-degree wind, so we probably were going to taxi a little bit down here and then just do a straight out departure from runway 02. And then simply turn by the right, intercept the radial for the mountain flight route, and climb out. There should be no problem doing that. Does that sound good to you guys? Yeah, that was kind of like a brief time. Exactly, Shade GP. Okay, so the flight plan is submitted. I just want to check out the PDF here just to make sure. I want to see how much fuel does it give me. 596, because actually Lukla doesn't have any fuel station there. So we need to bring enough fuel for the flight, for any holdings, for example, and as well for the flight back to Kathmandu. So in this case, we have 596 kilos of fuel. I would probably take a little bit more than that, like maybe 650, and then we are gonna see how it goes. So let's go 650 kilos. We're gonna load up the passengers, and guys, I'm gonna create a poll right now in the chat. So how many passengers? How many passengers do we take from Lukla? And I just have to check how many we really can do on the King Air, because I haven't flown this airplane for a while. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of that aviation theory and preparation. I really, really advise you guys to do these kind of like small briefings for yourself, because they will really help you out to have a mental picture and then actually do the things right, and you will find it a lot more enjoyable than if you just do it and try to figure it out, and then something goes bad and you're just sitting there like, why is this going wrong? Okay, let's get inside. Lovely King Air C90B G1000 version. Let's keep the door open, and now I know that we don't have anything here, but actually in the real King Air there is a seat here, or like a toilet or something, and this is like the cargo compartment, I think. So if we go to the weight and balance plugin, we should be able to see that. So yeah, as you can see, that there is a seat there. All right, very good. So of course we're gonna have 2 pilots for this, because this is quite important. This is all in pounds, so I need to make sure my weight is more or less correct, just to be sure. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Let's do 165, 166, 65, good. And make the other passenger there, and then let's do this. And the cargo looks great to me. Is this another seat? Lavatory. Ah, there is the lavatory passenger. So let's just assume this is going to be some cargo stuff. And let's check how are we in terms of CG. We are aft of the CG, so this is not looking good. We're probably going to have to take something out. Exactly. So what we're going to do. This sounds good to me. Like that. Brilliant. Now, 650 kilos. Convert that real quick with the calculator. 650 times 2.205, that's 1,433 pounds. So we divide that by 2, and we've got 716 pounds on each tank. So totals. I'm trying to find a total for each wing, but I'm not succeeding. We actually have more than what we require. Ah, there we go, wing 760, we need less than that. 726. Let's do 750. 750 here and 750 there. That sounds good. Checking here, we are below our max landing weight. We are inside the CG, so that's all good. The airplane is loaded, and that is amazing. I see some prop noise, so that's good. That means we've got people starting up. And that's great. All right, our plane is all loaded up. Let's go. And oh, by the way, yeah, I need to make the poll. Sorry. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passengers. So the maximum is 5. And let's go 2, 3, 4, or 5. I think you guys are gonna pick up the 5, of course. Alright, also if you are watching, don't forget to hit the like button. Really helps out to push the channel forward, and more people will be able to see this content and learn from it and have a good time. Alright, so let's go start the plane. I haven't done it in a while, so let me come here to the checklist. Internal, so documents and charts are on board, emergency exit latched, control locks are removed, overhead panel, let's check that is all good. Oxygen system test, I'm not sure this is simulated, so let's just pass that. Circuit breakers, I'm going to check those. I mean, they're not simulated as well, so good. Static, should be somewhere here on the right, I think. Copilot air, cabin air. I know there's where there was a switch for the static air. Pilot there. I mean, where was it? Anyway, let's skip that. Alright, condition levers are cut off. And mode temp vent blower. Oh yeah, of course. Let me just do my check. So how do we do this? We check this. We check this. Engine anti-ice is on. That's correct. This is all good. Nav lights can come on. This is all checked. Now this is gonna go to auto. This is gonna go to auto. And no smoke and faucet belt sign is gonna come to on. Bleeds are on as well. We've got this off, and cabin is good. Now we're gonna be flying into 15,000, so we can do that. And before we do the landing, we need to press the cabin pressure to dump. All right, good. Prop levers are on idle. Landing gear is down. Switch is good. ISO fans extended fuel panel test. We need to check the battery on then. Let's check it on. And should be 0 here, and it is good. Brilliant. Alright, and battery should be 22 volts minimum, so let me actually switch it on again, off again, and check it here. It's 22 minimum. Great. Stall warning. I'm gonna just skip that. Fuel panel just checked, and I'm gonna just go back to the before start. Alright, did I close the door? Yes, I did close the door. Let's go. Battery on. Nav lights is on. Clear some of the stuff here. Click enter. And now, look, how are we gonna do this? PFD, wind, option 1. This is the first thing, because, oh yeah, I forgot to mention. If the wind is gonna be more than 5 knots tailwind, I'm not sure I'll be able to land, so I hope the wind's gonna be fine on that side. And then I'm gonna go. I wanna declutter this, and actually I can switch this off. I don't need that. So PFD, I want DME1, bearing 1 I want for GPS, and bearing 2, actually bearing 2 could be for GPS. No, let's leave that one, and I don't need this one. Alright, good. Now I need to come back. I need to come CDI, VOR1, right? And for Kathmandu, the VOR is 113.2. So 113.2. Switch that. Kilo Tango Mike, it's identified, so that's great. And we're going to put an outbound course of 095. 095 is set. Also, we need to check the weather. QNH is 1017. So 1017 set, reading 4,380. So that's, what's the elevation? 4,395. That's perfectly within the limits, so that's great. And now we just can go here to flight plan. And actually I could do this easier. Oops, sorry. So Victor, Kilo. No, Victor November. Jesus Christ. Kilo Lima. Jesus Christ, I cannot remember the Kathmandu. Victor November Lima Kilo. Ah, terribly sorry. There we go. Enter, activate, and now it switches back again. But we're gonna go CDI, and you can see here that the bluish arrow will give us the direction to Lukla, and we have a reading here. Actually, you know what? I could simply go here, PFD, leave the DME here, but take the bearing out, and leave this one for the GPS, so we have nav and GPS separated. Alright, that's basically it. We are ready. So let's go props full forward. I could go and do transfer right to auto. Boost pumps is going to come on. It's going to go auto, auto. Beacon light's gonna come on. And now let's just check the checklist here before start. Cabin door locked. Baggage secured with a balance check. Belts fastened. Control lock removed. Parking brake is set. Is it? Yes, it is. That's for the first flight. And engine start, ground power. Nope, I wanted the battery start. So propellers are full forward. Bus pumps on. Avionics master is off. It is. Battery would check that. Beacon is on. Tie gen closed. Right ignition is on. Above 12% low idle. And monitor. Alright, so that's basically it. Alright, let's do it then. So make sure it's clear prop, and also let me just check, make sure that there is no ATC. Yep, there is no ATC. Oh, by the way, of course we are flying not in real time, because otherwise it would be completely pitch black and we wouldn't be able to go. Alright, beacon is on, clear prop, let's go. And above 12% stabilized, low idle. There goes the fuel flow. ITT rising, 191 peak, above 51 on the turbine, started cut off, and let's wait. Stabilize it a little bit. Make sure all of the pointers are on the green. That's really important. Everything's on the green, and now I'm going to put it to high idle, because otherwise if we're going to start the other engine it will shut down. And we're going to switch on the right generator, so hold it for 2 seconds. Make sure it picks up the load. Yep, the load is there. And let's start engine number 1. So start the run. Yeah, the gen went away there. Above 12. Low idle. There goes the ITT with the fuel flow. 51 starting cut off. ITT rollback. Beautiful. Alright, let me restart engine number gen number 2. There we go. I can pick up engine number, or generator number 1. There we go. Loads are good. Now I'm gonna just both do high idle and then low idle. Brilliant. Now let me come here. Master avionics. Auto ignition for now is not required. This is all good. I'm going to arm the auto feather, or actually wait. Yeah, I'm going to do the test later. Lights are all good now. This is all good now, and I'll just going to come here. Rudder boost and electric trim is going to come on. Okay, just to have a reference, let me put some altitude in. So let me put 15,000 like I want it. Let's do runway heading. We have one runway here in Kathmandu, and according to the wind, let me just check, make sure that the wind in X-plane is actually more or less good. Wind is light and variable, so you guys know if it's light and variable, there is no need for us to go all the way there, so we can just go runway 20 and then do a left-hand turn departure to intercept the radio. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So let's just set a runway heading 200 initially. That's done. And just check here the checklist. So after start, transfer pumps auto, cross feed auto. Oh, maybe that's why I have the problem with the gen. Boost pumps cross feed. That's fine. Avionics standby battery is on. Arm the standby. Cabin temp mode is auto. Initiator is tested and reset. Engine ADI is on. All the rest is parallel and green. Before, or actually, yeah, before start, after start, sorry. After start, checks complete. Before taxi, electric trim, let's check it out. It does work. Good. Trim, 3 degrees set. So let's do 3 degrees nose up. It's more or less here. Flaps are up. Long landing, long runway, no need for F-line controls are looking free and correct. Yeah, nothing that's really worrying me. Manual feathering, check low idle. So let's check that. It works. And let's check the other one. It works. Excellent. Engine instruments are all good. Avionics are brief. TFB secured. Lead air valves are open. Flight instruments checked. Autofader. We can check that. We actually have nobody behind us, so I think we could do that right here. Good pressurization set. Alright, the rest of the stuff is ready. Let me just do a governor check. Just pull up the props. Golden Age, runway 02 is open, correct? You can do any runway because the wind is light and variable, so... Cooler! Hey, look at you with your glider pilot's badge. Looking good. Alright, let's check out, and it works. And this one, it works as well. Now let me just do the governor check. Works. And it works. Excellent. Alright, pull the props back. Check the beta, it works. Check the reverse. It works as well. Looking great. Alright, tax line is on. We need to speak on Unicom, so let's do 1228. Beacon line, taxi, all the rest is good. Autofader can go to armed. And let's go. Oh, there we go. Somebody's taking off. Yay. I think that's whoever is coming with the Piper Seneca, so... Alright, nobody else, so looks like we are only 4 of us, so I think we can go. Oh, never mind, there is this guy, IST007. That's an A350, holy cow. Not bad. Incredible. Alright, brakes are released, let's go. Traffic King 3 is taxing by Golf to Alpha for runway 02, Kathmandu.
Kathmandu traffic, somewhere so lining up runway 02. Kathmandu traffic, November 1.
Is the A350 also going to Lukla? Are you serious?
Traffic circle runway 20.
Is it really?
Kathmandu traffic, somewhere so correction, lining up runway 20.
That should be model matching, right? I'm not gonna get closer to that A350, so brakes is set. Let me check that sim radar. That should be that should be model matching, or the guy forgot to change the model of the airplane. I hope, because that will not happen. And if he's trolling, well, yeah. No. He's going to Istanbul. No, he's legit. He's legit. The A350 is legit. Alright, brakes are released. Let's get closer. Man, it does look good. I never spotted an A350 with that livery. Oops.
Gather traffic, but 730, next 20.1 way to 0.
Right. Perfect. Nice looking A350.
Kathmandu, somewhere 7, taking off from runway 0.
Alright, we're gonna give him a bit of time so we won't get jet blasted, right? I mean, look at the size difference there. It is pretty massive, right? Kathmandu traffic, King 3 lining up runway 02 behind the A350. Alright, brakes are released. Strobes. Man. Reverse on, please. And go back here. Transponder. Alt mode. Code 7000. Final is clear. Right side is clear as well. Where is the guy? Oh, there he is. It is a little bit hazy here in Kathmandu. Visibility was 7 kilometers reported, so...
Kathmandu traffic, runway 20 vacated.
Alright, let's just now confirm the rest of the stuff. So ignition is on, this is all set, engine and TIs is on. We're gonna switch this on. Hot 5, lights are on. Recognition lights are gonna come on, taxi light is gonna come off. The rest of the stuff is looking good. And I'm gonna wait just about a minute.
4330, taxi leg open Alpha, runway 20 for departure.
Okay, there we are. Looking great. Let me actually declutter this a little bit. Switch on the terrain and declutter and zoom in a little bit. Zoom out actually. Alright, line up, on ignition arm, NGI is on, and hot 5 on, autofetter on, lights on. Line up check complete. Let's go, guys. And CTP, yep, I know about it. That's a really cool option. Let's pull up the props. Kathmandu traffic, King 3 departing runway 03 for eastbound. And props are almost there. Props are... come on. Pulled up, set the torque. Let's go, brakes are released. Watch that ITT, we are definitely limited by ITT here. Airspeed is alive. Let's go, take off okay. Nice and easy. I need to adjust my pedals. 93. Oops, 8. Positive climb. We are above blue line, still with the runway available. And you're up now. Landing lights off. Kathmandu traffic, King 3 airborne, passing 4,600. Use eastbound turn. Alright. There we go. Let's maintain this speed. Left hand turn. Outside view. Ah, beautiful, look at that. It is looking quite nice. Oh man, we're gonna see the mountains in a bit. It's gonna be...
Traffic, the 7 line now, calculating runway 20.
Alright, I could switch off the NTIs now. So for now, let's put ourselves on a heading intercept for the VOR. So that's 095, let's do 075, should be just enough. Let's go engine NTIs off. Look at the torque increasing there and the ITT decreasing, so make sure to decrease the torque, make sure that you don't over-torque the engines. Wow, look at that mountain range there. Beautiful. And we are climbing just nicely. Saying crash flyer 297, look at you, and CTP by the way as well. You guys are all glider pilots now. Welcome to well. We should do a glider stream soon again to oh my god, I'm missing the name now. To celebrate your glider icon there. I hope you're feeling good, man. Alright, we have a little bit of crosswind from the left. Trim the airplane properly and let it fly. It's really nice to fly. Right, we are on the radial. Let's turn left. Stabilize it there. Wow, look at that, man. Isn't that beautiful? Also, I feel like the textures of the King Air are totally crap because of my setting, but yeah, I think that's the best option I have right now. Outside view. Look at that, guys. Beautiful. And I love this livery, by the way. If you guys like this livery, the link is on the description. It's a pack of liveries, really nice one. Alright, we are on the radial, almost passing 10,000 feet, which is great. The lights are looking good. Now, we had that Piper ahead of us. Yep, there he is. He is like 10 miles in front of us, so probably I will be overtaking him. That's 10,000 feet, but I'm not going to turn off the recognition lights because I'm in 10,000 feet right here. In relation to Kathmandu is only basically 5,000 feet. So yeah, just keep going. Adjust the torque. And we want to be, what was the distance? 70 miles away. So once we reach about 70 miles, start to descend visually. Man, look at that mountain range. Beautiful. By the way, if you are wondering, I'm not running any add-on apart from Ortho4XP. This is zoom level 17, I think. Yeah, I think I did this region in zoom level 17 because it's just beautiful the way it looks in zoom level 17 and totally worth it. So yeah, it is a little bit heavy, but man, look at this. That's really nice. Alright, I feel like slowly but surely we are approaching that Piper. By the way, if you own that Piper Scenic, it's a brilliant airplane and a very good choice to fly to Lukla because it has quite amazing performance because it's turbocharged, pretty slow speeds. I mean, pretty slow speeds. It's not the DHC6, but still. Really cool plane. Actually, my initial plan was to go with the Piper Seneca, but I have other plans for that airplane. Passing 12,000 feet. One thing that I have to check though, and it's kind of important, is the transition level and transition altitude here. So let me actually check it real quick. Transition altitude 13,500 feet. So right now we should be flying on standards. So let's go like this, and I think I messed up the course. Yes, I did. 090. Oh, sorry, 095. There we go. Alright, 20 knots of crosswind from the left. Fly 380, hello, welcome to the live stream. You're just in time for some big adventure. And look at that, so the Piper is now 400 feet above us, still. And we should be able to see it pretty soon. So, oh, there he is. We probably aren't going to overtake it. So, you guys know that there is actually a rule for overtaking in the air. And it's not like in the cars, I mean, unless you live in Britain, or New Zealand, or in Japan, I think, or in Ireland. So you don't overtake by the left, you overtake it by the right. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Once we reach 15,000, or flight level 150 in this case, I'm going to overtake that Piper by the right. Flight 380, is this VATSIM? Yes, it is. You are still in time to joining us. So if you want to do it, feel free. Alright, 100 to level up. Let's drop the nose slowly. Help it out with a little bit of trim. And there we go. Now I'm going to put the props back to 1,600. Slowly. The airplane will start to accelerate, so you need to compensate with a little bit of trim nose down and keep the attitude nice in place. Alright, I like those props, and now I'm going to switch switch on the sink, the prop sink. Alright, so the Piper... I lost it. Okay, he's still higher than us, 500 feet above us. It's totally fine. Good separation, I'm still going to overtake it by the right. Because we're going to fly super faster. Alright, let me open it up a little bit to the right. Like that. And remember guys what I told you about the indicated airspeed, so here's a perfect example. Our indicated is 185, 186, whatever it is, but our true airspeed is 240 right now. If we take into account the effects of the wind, we get our ground speed. And our ground speed we have, because we have a 17 knots tailwind component, is going to be even higher, so 259. So that's exactly what I was telling you about the airspeed stuff there. And it looks like this up and down movement is all related to the mountains. A little bit of turbulent air, no big deal. Just fly with it. Also, we should be really close to the Piper. Looking for him, but he's 1,000 feet above us, less than 5 miles. So we are pretty close. Still don't see him. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm gonna focus on flying the airplane because this is some up and down directs. Also, the weather is 100% live weather. So, yeah, it is whatever there is right now in Nepal. Golden Age, I'm the Piper in front of you. Yeah, I knew it. It's alright, I'm going to probably overtake you by the right. And I just saw it. There it is. So we have the traffic in sight. We're going to keep ourselves clear of the conflict. Very good. Also, we already flew for 35 miles, so almost half of the flight is already completed. Actually, half of the flight is completed because it's 70 miles. You are on flight level 160. Okay, excellent. That's great. That's great. That means I can go back to the radial and keep there. Let's begin the race. I really like the Piper, but I feel like the King Air would win. Beautiful mountains. I really waited a long time. Yeah, sorry for the clouds, but this is the best source I think you can get for this area. And it's arc. Flight 380, I'll join and wait on ground to see your landings. Oh, we're gonna have a spot there. By the way, Flight 380, remember that there's only 4 parking spots in Lukla. So, I mean, you know what? You could be staying there because you could be like in traffic. Maybe you have a broken down airplane or something, and this way we will only have 3 parking spots in Lukla. So you could actually create some interesting stuff for us here. All right, let's see. Where's the Piper? There we go. Say hello to Golden Age, everybody. Wait, let me take a picture. Krishlark noticed that I wish Airfly Labs make a G1000 and C90 instead they make a 737 specs. Well, I wish they would just fix completely their King Air 350, which is amazing, but still not 100% fixed. That's what I really wish. Look at that, that's what 1,000 feet of separation looks like. Really good. Alright, flight creates your good point, haha, I'll do that. Alright, so, who is the last guy arriving into Lukla? Is that Mike? I think it's Emil, the last guy coming in, so Emil will have to hold. Golden Age, I made a good picture. Nice. Alright, so how far are we? 47 miles. Man, this tailwind really is pushing us quickly. And we are not that far away. So now see, this arrow here is always pointing to the Lukla. In this case, it is behaving just like an R&B, but based on GPS point. In this case, it's based on an airport. Very useful for referencing. So it's great. What I'll try to do is I'm going to start my descent just slightly earlier, and what I will do is I'll set 9,500. By that altitude, I want to be stabilized, gear down, flaps full, and ready to land. If we don't meet that criteria, that's going to be a go around and try again. Oh. X-Plane is showing these two like drifting. Nice. Alright, I want to see the Lukla stuff. QNH 1041, sky clear, wind 312 knots. I don't like that. 312 knots, 300, 300. Oh, we're going to have a little bit of tailwind component there. Yeah, a little bit of tailwind component there. Alright, so what was the QNH again? 1041. Let's do it. 1041. That is set. Look at that, plus 800 feet. And we're really close already. So that's the valley, if I'm not mistaken. That's the valley. We should be roughly 60 miles away, almost. Yep. And I'm going to slowly start descending. I think it's time. Yeah, there's this airfield. Maybe just a tiny bit later. Or actually, no. Yeah, exactly. Alright, my controls. Lower the power. I'm going to put the props already forward. Prop sync off. From this point onwards, I'm going to go manually. Yeah, so that airfield right here, this one is very interesting to go there, by the way, is located right in this valley. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start descending by this opening here, because as I'm going to turn here left on this edge, we're going to be able to see Lukla, and it's going to be quite close to us. You will see that in a minute. If for some reason I totally misunderstood where I am, which is possible, we're going to continue straight ahead, do a circle by the right, so away from the terrain, and then do the approach. Also, this is giving us a DMB distance from Lukla, so we know that the information area from Lukla is 5 miles away, but we could already start talking if we would near that for some reason. Yeah, I feel like that's the valley into Lukla. Looking good. Yeah, that tailwind is really pushing us, so let's drop the torque. And I'm going to keep the engine anti-ice off for this one. Golden Age, I have to go to dinner now, pause and reconnect later. Alright. like I'm still a little bit high. I never experienced such a strong tailwind here, and it's totally messing with my visual references. By the way, there is the field, which I was talking about. It's really nice. Really cool place as well to go. So, yeah. Also, I will simply disengage the terrain now because there is no point in abandoning the run right here. Alright, past 11,000. Looking good. And there we go. There's Lukla, as you can see. So, my references were nice. Passing 11.5. We wanted 10.5 at 40 ME, roughly. So I am good with the speed. I can add just a tiny bit of torque. And where is that lag coming from? Please stop lagging. Go back on track. Let's put the gear down. Flaps approach. Landing lights on. Put the taxi light on. We are now 6 miles out. 10.5, so we are a little bit lower. I'm gonna add a bit of power. Speed is looking good. Lukla traffic came through 6 miles out. Lukla traffic 06, forgot to add the runway. Power looks good. I'll maintain 120. Very slow descent rate. So now I'm going to reference myself to this mountain right here and the river. So mountain, turn to final, 9,500 feet. Over the river, 9,300 feet. You guys remember this? We briefed this. So now it's just execute. Alright, we are having a 14... I don't like this wind. Let's go flaps full. 10,000 feet. I really don't like this wind. I hope it changes. Alright, and now I'm going to keep blue line speed throughout that region there. You guys cannot see the runway. There it is. Like I'm just tiny bit slow, so let's add power. Runway's in sight. Tiny bit low. I'm not going to descend below 9,500 before I begin to turn. Watch that speed. Look at traffic king 3 starting final runway 06. Runway's well in sight. Right hand turn. We can now begin a shallow descent. Actually getting enough draft here from the valley. Slowly, 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 slowly. Watch that speed. Are we looking on the tailwind component? Looking good. Oh man, this is the most turbulent approach I ever had. 9,300, had a little bit of drop there. Correcting. And we are over the river, 9,300. We are committed from this point onwards. Speed is looking good. Tailwind component, 4 to 5 knots. Alright, it's on the limit, right on the limit.
1,000.
Right. Match the slope first. Hard to idle. Apply reverse and brake. Holy crap. Landing lights off. Anti-ice on. Oops, a little bit of brake spilling there. Swishing. Oh my god. This happens real fast. Alright, got an airplane there. Yeah, I don't care about the landing rate, I'll be honest with you. I just wanted to put it down safely. Alright, brakes are set. We got hot ignition off, disarm this. Strobe recognition, hot 5 is off. That is off, that is off. And I'm gonna go put the trafficking gear 3 on the ground. Holy crap. Okay, I'm a little bit shaking. Whew. Transponder, standby, avionics master off. Cut the engines. I could have just maintained one of the engines on. That's the light off, by the way. Below 30%. Turbine to feather. Beacon light off. Drop the gens. Drop these ones off as well. Yeah, see, we landed. The threshold was 9,100. We are on the ramp 9,400. And I'll go battery off. Holy crap, guys. I am shaking. It happens so quick. It happens unbelievably quick. Alright, let's see if there's anybody coming into the valley. Bird 7 is coming into the valley, and Emil is just lost. I'm shocking. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll watch the replay later once I come in. Alright, so Mike is coming. Emil is coming as well. Is there anybody else? So, Golden Age had to reconnect or disconnect for dinner. Holy cow, guys. Alright, now we have a little bit of time so while we wait here. So I'm going to find that video because I know I have it saved. And I'm going to just show you what is the video so you guys can go and search for it online. And just watch how crazy that happens there. How quickly those airplanes come in, change. It's amazing, really. Right, so author is Karen Morgan. Let me just show you the screen real quick. Watch this video. It's 8 minutes 40, and I'm not joking. Here comes the first plane. There will be 3 more planes, and it will all happen in this 8 minutes 40 video, non-stop. This is an amazing video. It looks like ant work. You guys know ants, like really small and teamwork and etc. This is exactly it. It is amazing. Watch this video. It's incredible. All right. Dude. Emil is coming, give me time. I mean, we don't have anybody else coming for us right now, so I'll just wait. So we have a little bit of a relaxed Lukla experience. I'm gonna get some tea probably here. I think they drink a bit of tea here in Nepal, maybe. I actually have a colleague in my flight school from Nepal. So Prativa, if you're watching, hello. I told you I would fly to Nepal, to Lukla. All right, let's review the flight. I 2000% don't care about the landing rate. I mean, it's not even here, so perfect. It's not even here. And that's flight 380. He just started the engines, so that's cool. You know what? I'd like to hear some VATSIM communications, so I'm going to do something. I'm going to request ground service, and I'm going to switch on the ground power and avionics, so we can actually hear the communications. Cooler! Welcome back. Oh, you just missed the landing. Well, all went good, but I'm shaking. Also, I forgot to put the flaps up. Actually, never mind. Let's just leave them down, and then I'll just put the flaps into approach. Oh, shit. I missed the landing from Mike. God damn it. Mike, did you make any communications? I guess that seems a little bit weird with this. Crap, Mike, did you do a nice landing? I hope so. Holy cow! All right, so you guys got the idea that once we cross that ridge near that airfield, we start down. I mean, even before that, we start down. So we kind of like cross that last mountain to get inside of the valley, really close to the mountain, and that makes us to be nice with. On the profile. So holy cow, you see Preparation always works. Golden Age is all back as well. 10 minutes to arrival. Oh, so this now is becoming interesting. Watch the situation. So we've got two planes. No, sorry. We've got 3 planes here in Lukla. We have only 1 more spot left. And we've got 2 airplanes for arrival. So flight 380. Are you going to depart or not? And also an important thing I forgot to mention. You guys noticed how we went into the valley and I maintained the mountain close on my left side? It's going to happen exactly the same for the departure. So we depart and we're going to maintain the mountain close to our left side again. This way we have a separation, like a minimal separation in case there is a different traffic coming in. Cooler, it's okay, I rewinded the stream. That was intense. Flight 380 will depart in about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright then once maybe maybe then if I don't know who's coming first there. I feel like Golden Age is gonna get there first because of the tailwind. This is interesting. So I mean, I could be the one getting out, but I really want to take a picture of all the airplanes here. So I'm wondering. Oh, I know what I could do. I could maybe go into the parking position number 3. This way, once the arriving aircraft comes in, it can just go a little bit forward here. I taxi out to the runway, and he gets in. So this could be an idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch the master avionics off. This is gonna go off as well. Let me close the door, and we're gonna do a very quick operation here. So call the can I do pushback here? Yes, I can. Amazing. All right, brakes are released. Oh shit! No. Why are you? No, wait. Of course, it's a pushback. Oh crap. This would go terribly wrong. All right. Nope. Nope for the pushback. I'll just go the dirty way, which is basically. No, it's fine. We'll just make the life miserable for Emil, so he's gonna have to hold. Virtual pilot, are you there? How was your landing? Oh, flight 380 has just disappeared. Alright, I guess we got 2 spots now. I know he's back. Alright, and because of that, I want to connect the ground power again, and I want to hear what is going on. Man, I missed virtual pilot's landing. I'm sad now. Alright, let's see. Okay, so he's turning inside the valley. I guess one of us has to go. Or at least get ready to go. Maybe that will be flight 380. Or maybe that will be me. Who's gonna depart first? I think I should depart first. I'm just thinking, how could Emil come here? He's probably... I mean, he comes and he goes here and I go here. And I line up with the runway and I'll just let him. Okay, flight 380 is gonna go. Alright, then when Emil will be on the approach... Oops, sorry, I hit the microphone. You're gonna wait while he lands. Once he taxis out of the runway, you will let him park on your spot.
Lukla traffic November 141 X-ray. We have the runway inside. We switch in for final.
Good. Still not seeing him though. By the way, I think that there is Mount Everest. I could be wrong, but I think it's it.
Lukla traffic number 43X-ray
Or maybe not, maybe that's it.
Site will be number 2 for landing.
Yeah, so it is actually amazing. And there is a helicopter service. Terribly sorry for the helicopter, guys. I didn't correct the terrain for your platform there. maybe I'll do it in the future. If you know how to do it and you can do it quickly, just pick up my file and do it yourself and just send me the file. I'll re-upload it and credit your work. And yeah, there is actually helicopter service from here to Everest camp or mountain base, whatever that's called. And it's really impressive. And they fly with oxygen, actually. These guys here don't fly with oxygen. The helicopter guys have to fly with oxygen. Alright, he should be right on final. I don't see him, though. He's really close. He's actually really close, I mean, but I still don't see him. Oh, there he is. There he is. Alright, here we go. So, we're watching Golden Age landing on the Piper Seneca. Cooler, have you submitted these changes to Gateway? No, the changes that I did was for those who want to make the Ortho4XP. So that's the only thing I did. I want to make the scenery a little bit better here for Lukla. For example, I want to put a taxiway here because there's no taxiway here. But yeah, oh, careful! Flight level 380 just went ahead to the taxiway there. Apex Lion, this airport is cool. Oh yes, it is. It is crazily cool. Alright, put it down. So I guess the VATS sim doesn't really reproduce the slope of the runway, but that was a good job. Well done, man. Alright, so we've got already... Okay, Virtual Pilot has started the engines. Man, look at this. It looks like a video from YouTube, literally. Flight 380, can you push your airplane a little bit back? It feels like it went a little bit forward there. And we're just waiting for Emil. Alright, Emil should be coming there. Flight 380, should I take off now or when? No, wait until when Emil lands. He's gonna just taxi a little bit forward, so he's gonna have enough space to turn around, and once he passes you, in front of you by the taxiway, you then go to the runway. So we can take a picture with all 5 of us here. That'll be really nice. Now open the gate here, the door. $465 feet a minute. Ah man, nobody cares about the landing rate here in this kind of airport, believe me. You didn't broke the landing gear, so that's the only thing that matters. You did a good job there. It is not an easy airport. Alright, where is Emil? Oh, there he is. Look at him go. I don't see the gear yet, and he looks extremely fast. But maybe it's just my... Yeah, maybe it's just me. Ahad Omer, hey, welcome to live stream, man. How are you? You're just in time for the final landing here into Lukla, and then we're gonna have the first departure. Flight 380 is gonna be the first one to get out of here, and Virtual Pilot has the engine started, so probably he's gonna go. Synchronous Flight 97 helicopter. Where is there a helicopter? I don't see a helicopter. Alright, there is Emil. He's turning.
Got traffic number 4330 turning final.
Good luck. Razor focused. Golden Age, I'm away now, but I will stay connected for your group photo. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I can actually take already one picture right now, like that. And like that. Moments before the crash. I'm joking. Alright, looks good. Gear is down, lights are on. It looks stable and looks well aligned with the runway. Nice. Nice. And he's on the ground. And braking. Yay! Sync crash flyer, no, then want to jump with the helicopter, but the sync crashed. Aw, that's annoying. Alright, look at that. We've got all 5 of us. Now Emil has to go into the ramp, do a little 360 there, and let flight 380 leave, and then take the big airplane place. What are you doing, man?
Sorry, you want me to stay there?
Emil, you could just go inside the parking spot in the middle and let the first, like the airplane on gate one. Wait, never mind. Let the airplane on gate one. I mean, go into the taxiway, do a 180, and let the airplane on position 1 go for the runway.
Where's that copy?
Why the hell did I go into the inside of the cockpit to talk? I could just press to push the talk button. Thank you. Yeah, that there is because of the taxiway transition really weird. Alright, and now flight 380 will go into the runway. And we're gonna take the group photo here in Lukla. Who's there? What's the call sign? There we go, flight 380. Yeah, there we go. Man, sync crashes are very annoying. We're maintaining realism, that's why. Yeah. Man, it was completely automatic. I was like, I can't talk, I need to go into the cockpit. I went into the cockpit, I talked, I was like, dude, that was really not required, not needed. Still. Nice, brilliant, that is it. And now flight 380 will align with the runway. Brilliant. Yeah, that's just VATSIM. And I'm ready.
If you wish, I can go next. I haven't started.
Copy, you can go next. Alright. Emil, just move yourself a little bit forward. Because your model is floating because of your position there. If you can. Just a tiny bit forward. And I'm taking the group photo. Look at this, man. This is amazing. Guys, thank you very much for coming, because this is exactly why I wanted to make the live stream with all of you, because it is so much more fun to see all of this. Look at this. This airplane is completely ours. Yep, that's perfect. Thank you. Oh my god. Flight 380 is going. Goodbye. Let's wish him a good flight. That's brilliant, because the thumbnail actually has 5 planes there, but the thumbnail is all me. I just cloned myself. And this is real. This is the real deal. Love it. Thank you, guys. Alright, flight 380, you can go. Let's watch your departure. Next comes Mike, and next we go. Cooler saying maybe you should have called yourself Sim-Stable Flyer. Yeah. And there he goes, flight 380. Yay, nice, we got the first departure. Beautiful, look at that. Feels straight out of a YouTube video. Alright, it's time to go for ourselves as well, so let's go close that door. Avionics master is going to go off, external power is going to go off. I'm going to clear all the external power. And let's go, battery is going to go on. Got nav beacon, that there. Boost pumps are on. And enter here. Now I could do a little change of flight plan, but I mean, we could do that later. There he goes, Mike. Let's start number 1 or number 2. Starting 2. Above 12, introduce. There goes fuel flow, ITT, is going. Turbine RPM is at 51. Started cutoff. ITT rollback. Beautiful. Wait until that gets into the green. Put it to high idle. Gen 2 on. Picked up the load, starting 1. And above 12%, low idle. And 51, started cut off, ITT rollback. Beautiful. Mike is still taxiing into the runway. Gen 1 is on. Sync the mixtures. Flaps approach. This is gonna go to auto, auto, auto. Avionics master on, auto ignition, wait on that. Auto feather is gonna go on. Wait with that. That's gonna go on. I'm gonna put out the strobes already. Alt mode on. The rest is good. Alright. I'm gonna be King 3 again, I don't care. I think it's fine. We have no ATC, so King 3. And let's watch the departure.
Because I think there's 70 body runway 24.
Here we go, there comes Mike. I see he put the power forward, so that's good, that's correct. And there he goes. Yay. Whoa, 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 watch out, that's turn there. And up he goes. That animation though. That was great, man. That feels straight out of the video. Alright, Lukla traffic, King 3 is gonna taxi to the runway. Lukla. Alright, do a nice taxi here. Taxi light is on, of course.
November 4XP, if you want, you can go first. So we have 90 degrees on street.
Yeah, you could go first, then go ahead. I'll hold it here in King 3.
Roger, then contract number 4XP with departing 06, correction 24.
Oh, cooler, I should try. Apex Lion, do you do these kinds of streams often? I do a live stream every week. And yeah, I usually try to pick up some interesting stuff so you guys can have a good time and learn something new. Usually I really like to take my time to show a good preparation. Let's slowly taxi ourselves there to the holding. Man, just like in the real world. Damn, amazing. And I'm going to take off with the anti-ice off because we need every inch, every bit of torque that we can go. And there we go. Man, did you see the animation? Actually showed correctly how the airplane has that kick in of power. And up he goes. Yeah, the animation is a little bit off there. Also, 5 passengers, guys, I totally forgot. Of course, I mean, we're taking the same load, so 5 passengers it is. Excellent. Brakes are released, strobes are on, landing light is going to come on. Auto ignition is on. Wait with the anti-ice. What is the rest of the stuff?
Traffic number 460, right engine failure.
Oh. Good luck. I guess Emil just blew up an engine. Alright, let's do a nice job lining up here. Alright, this looks more or less good to me. Brakes are set. Well, good luck, Emil. That's gonna be hairy. Alright, so in order for us to not go over them, let's just wait a little bit. Lukla Drift King, yep. Niels, I would have joined if I had noticed this little event, Blue Skies. Ah, man. Sorry for that. It was really like at the very end, and yeah, plans have changed. But we are definitely flying here again in the future. Probably when I'll redo the scenery or something else. So, yeah. Aha, Omer, it could be worse. Yeah, you know what's the funny thing? Emil was actually saying me before the stream. I don't even want to imagine what would happen if an engine would to be fail. So I guess he found out. Alright, let's come here to flight plan. Actually, I'll go here to make things a little bit easier. And I'll write Victor, November.
Lukla, traffic number 43X302, engine failure.
Really? I'll come to your funeral.
I appreciate it.
Domer, you just said it could have been both. There you go. Alright, we've got the GPS on. We have the radial. The radial should be 090, but the other one, so it will be 270 for the course. Let's set that up. 270. 270 is set, and actually I should have added Barbie. That was my mistake. God damn it. Can I go now? Barbie. And yes, enter. Let's see, Barbie. I want to delete that one. Enter. Brilliant. That is it. That's exactly what I want. Direct to not now. Clear. Good. Alright, we are ready. Are you guys ready? Let's just make sure this panel is set. Anti-ice should go off. Lights are on. Recognition. Hot 5. Got everything ready here. This is on, and we need to set the trim, of course. And the rudder. Alright, trim is set to up. Oil pressure is a little bit low there. Not sure why. Okay, oil pressure is good. So we are nice. Let's set 15,000 again on the altitude. Let me just set a heading of 090. Let's go flight level 150 set. Brakes are released. Let's go, guys. Are you ready? I am ready. Just pull up the props. Standing by on the brakes. Alright, props are good. Now we're going to slowly advance it to the required torque, which is the maximum amount we can have. Watch that ITT, and he wants to go. Brakes released. A little bit of aft pressure, so we don't hit the nose very hard. Airspeed is well alive. Holy cow, that's a bit of wind. Now I guess why they were drifting so much. Check 93, rotate. For blue line, gear up. ITT torque is looking good. Decrease the torque now. Left hand turn, climbing. Flaps up. And lights are off. Oh boy. We are away. Alright, let's get some speed. Torque is looking good. ITT is looking good. And we can now climb out. We are maintaining ourselves closer to the left side of the mountain for us. So if there would be a traffic coming for landing now, would be out of his way. Local traffic in 3 airborne facing 10,300 feet. And brilliant. Alright, we're now crossing the radial butt. As you can see, there is a huge mountain on our right side. And there is no way we would be able to fly over that right now. So I'm going to keep climbing on this heading, and then I'll do a right-hand turn. And yeah, turning down. Sync crash flyer, yeah, it is scary. I was not expecting that amount of wind real quick. That's why that was the drift. Alright, let's start the slow, very slow 10 degrees turn to the right. Keep the climb. Adjust the torque. And looking good. Again, if you guys are watching this and you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Helps out to boost the channel, you know, YouTube stuff and etc. They really pay attention to that kind of stuff. Whoever gets the most amount of likes, the channel gets pushed forward, and this way this content can get to more people. Right, looks like we've got Flight 380, I think it is. Flight 380, yep. Not very far away from us, 1,000 feet below. Trying to find him visually, but I don't see him. Now he's a little bit on the other side. Sorry. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, he's doing some nice maneuvers. Check, that's 1,002 level off. And I'm gonna now fly a little bit on this heading. Actually, you know what? Let's go to flight level 160. And no, wait. Altitude unit standard barrel. Keep the climb. Flight 30 to your left. Yeah, I was noticing you. Can't see you now though. But yeah. Right, let's see if I can clear that mountain. Yeah, that mountain's clear, looking good. Adjust the torque again. And get as much altitude as I can. Sync crash flyer. Thank you very much. And Emil, dead. I didn't see that slight over torque. Well, that's actually really sad, but it's a good learning point. King Air is a nice airplane. Really requires some attention to it. So it's all good, man. Happened to everybody, including me. To be honest, guys, I crashed the King Air once when I was training for Lukla, and I was actually showing the approach for Emil and Mike, and it was like, yes, you have to do this, and then it's like this, and then it's the landing, and the landing was really good, but I didn't manage to engage reverse properly. And then I added power, because that's how I reverse. I click on a button, and then I put full power forward. And so I was braking with my pedals and applying power on the King Air. You guys guessed what happened next, right? Physics. Lower the props. We are at flight level 160. Watch out that torque, slowly. There we go, 1,600, looking good. Let's level off, trim down, prop sync is on. How are we looking here? Let's set 16,000. Set, let's get back to our altitude. Pull the torque a little bit back. And good. Alright, now we're flying to Kathmandu. And so you guys remember how was the approach? So we had to fly in this radial 090 until 50 miles, and then we would turn to Barbie, and then we would have to fly on a radial 070 inbound for the field. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Almost on the radial. Torque is set. Fly nicely. Did I enable the transponder? Yes, I did. I mean, it's green, of course. Really brilliant airplane. Really nice airport. Look at that view, man. Are you kidding? We just landed in Lukla. Wow. That was pretty amazing. That was pretty amazing. Alright, almost on the radio. We do have quite a big amount of a headwind. 30 knots. So it's going to take a little bit of time. We took 22 minutes to get into Lukla, so probably going to take 30 minutes to get into Kathmandu. No big deal. But yeah. All looking good. And yeah, once we land in Kathmandu, that's going to be it for the live stream. So this time the live stream is a little bit shorter than usual, but I feel like it's packed up with action, learning, and a lot of fun. And once again, thank you everybody for coming. It was an amazing experience. And it was great to see 5 airplanes in Lukla. That was really nice. Golden Age, you're back. Probably sitting there now in an empty airport. Time to go. It's a English fire there with the with the memorial. Oh my god! It's like how is it? In peace. Cooler. 5 planes at Lukla, 4 planes return. Well, you never know. Maybe something happens with my plane, and I I have an accident, you know, as well. All right, 4 miles to go. We are on the radio, and 3 miles to go. From there, we go direct to Barbie. So almost there. And from there, it's going to be course 250. I could actually set it already. 250, that's set. 2 miles to go. Looks really good. Look at this picture. Sharp. It is looking sharp. .4, 50.3 for anticipation. I'm gonna go direct already. Enter. And CDI goes to GPS. Turn inbound. Some altitude there. I can leave the flat plan out of here. Cherish that group photo last time we saw Emil. Poor guy, man. Sorry. That's actually funny. Daifuku, very classic plane, and the G1000 looks surprisingly good on it. Yes, and speaking about the King Air, you guys voted, by the way, everybody who voted on the post, on the poll that I did on the community tab on YouTube, each one of those flights is going to happen by order. So probably first one is going to be the King Air in Australia, then probably we're going to fly a little bit of Cessna Caravan, and then we are going to fly in Peru on the C90, but on the GNS version, and that one will be very interesting as well, because it is on a very, very difficult flight as well, difficult, challenging runway, difficult everything, and I was supposed to be flying today and yesterday, but unfortunately there was a lot of wind, so it was outside of the limits of the airplane, and like a little bit outside of the limits of the airplane, and so I couldn't go. Totally fine, no big deal. Actually, I'm probably thankful that happened, because I was quite tired, and And I was supposed to stream tomorrow on the C90B GNS. That was my initial idea in Peru. But the weather there was not really good. Like, this is real weather in Nepal right now. And it's amazing. Like, we just catch the perfect day. I just said, like, Emil, Mike, please come with me. This is a really good day. I'm not sure it will be a good day because it's still dry season in Nepal right now. As we move further away from the winter, we're going to get into the rainy season, and probably the weather's going to go a little bit to the worse side. And these type of flights would be a bit more difficult. So I decided to just go with Lukla because I had everything ready and I wanted to go Peru. But I have a flight which is going to be in Peru, and it will be on the C90B. And again, the C90B is going to be the biggest airplane that can land on that airport. So definitely tune in for that. That will happen, but probably in like 2 weeks. So we balance out a little bit between other airplanes. You know, February is our turboprop month. So yeah. I'm going to fly the 350 in Australia. Still need to pick up a place to go there, or where to go in Australia. If you guys have any idea where to go in Australia, definitely let me know, because it's a place where I very, very rarely fly, and I feel like I don't know much about Australia apart from the jokes that there are big spiders there, and people finding snakes in the toilet and whatever. So, man, look at this view. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Let me take a picture. And so, yeah, I mean, pick up the airfoil labs, King Air 350, go in Australia, have some fun there. Then I think it would be a good time to fly the Cessna Caravan. We have two options for the Caravan. We have the option to fly, I would say, like the easiest flying with the Caravan, which would be a cargo for FedEx in the United States. There are like a lot of those flights. I was not expecting to have them, and so yeah, there is this option to fly in the US, and then there is the option to fly like that guy on YouTube, Missionary Bush Pilot. It's amazing the type of flights that he does. And he flies the Kodiak, which is not the Caravan. The Kodiak can actually land on shorter fields than the Caravan. And when I say shorter, it's significantly shorter. Like literally twice shorter, I think. So, or almost twice. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research on that. So I will leave that to be like the last turboprop live stream of the month. Actually, you know what? How many weekends do we have in February? Because we have the next one, 1, 2, 3. So we have only 3 more. That means I have to pick up whether I go into Papua New Guinea or if we go into the United States. I'll think about it. Or maybe we just don't fly the Caravan, we just fly the King Air, because we flew on the Caravan before when we went into Barra. Yeah, so let's see. Emil, I sent some shots to your group on Discord. You can show them. Oh, that looks great. That's a great idea. Let me see on the photo reports. And yes, guys, we have a Discord server. The link is on the description, and it is working. So consider joining our Discord. And let me actually show it. Oh, actually, it's already on the screen. So here we go. This is the Piper Seneca with delivery that I actually did. Oh, by the way, we are on Barbary. We need to fly the plane. Left-hand turn. And 30 miles to go. So we are actually pretty close. So let me change this to VLR. Switch the heading. I'm going to start descending, and probably we'll just do a visual straight in for runway 20. That would be my guess. Yeah. I I would go for a nice and shallow constant descent, like minus 1,000 feet a minute. Take a bit of torque out. Yeah, like this. Just keep going like this. Engine NT is going to come on. And we will be crossing soon the transition level, so Mike is actually going for runway 02. Interesting. Maybe we should do this as well, because then we have a lesser distance to taxi. We could just go vacate by Bravo Hotel and then get there. Yeah, that sounds good. 1018 on the QNH. Let's switch it. So stand by on that PFD standard barrow. I need 1018 here. Set here. Set here. Right, just keep going. Alright, so I was trying to show the pictures. I think we can now show the pictures. And this is actually a livery that I painted, which makes me extremely proud and happy to see people flying them. Man, amazing. This is default scenery. It looks great as well. Looks great. Whoa, look at that picture. That's great. It feels like you are aiming at me with something. You are about to gun me down. And here are the pictures from Emil. Emil, you have an impressive ability to speak even when you're dead. It's a joke, please don't take it seriously. Whoa, I really like that screenshot. That's an amazing screenshot. I like this even more than mine. Wow. Yeah. The sad end of today's. Never retort. Never rip Emil. Yeah. Alright, that's great. Alright, we're doing a nice descent. I can see the airport just excellent. So we are on the radial. Speed is looking good. We have no traffic coming inbound, I think. So looks perfect to me. And we just have to continue. Same crash flare, 297. Wait, I feel like I missed the message. Okay, yes, I missed it. Golden Age, or you just fly Piper Cub and land on 300 meters. I think the Piper Cub can actually go even lower than 300 meters. But yes, speaking of Piper Cub, that's one of the ideas, because I wanted to go for the prop month, and for now I have 3 candidates to go with. Of course, I have the no, never mind. I have 5 candidates, so it's actually more than I can do. But I'd really love to stream with the Cirrus SR22 with the reality expansion pack. And by the way, the visibility just dropped. Peak Kathmandu, I think this is pretty normal for them. This kind of visibility. So yeah. Then I would like to stream with the Piper Seneca, with the Piper Seminole. I would like to stream with I have the Marchetti, which is like the Ferrari of the skies, and it's kind of fun to fly, so it's good. And I have another airplane coming in, which is the Tecnam P2002, which is the airplane that I learned to fly in real life. And a new version was released recently, and it's really cool, really good. I was really impressed with that one. So my idea was to do a video simulating completely a real-world flight that I would do, like with the procedures, with the walk around, with all the stuff, like recreate a real flight one-to-one. And I'll start descending. So we are 8 miles out. Kathmandu traffic, bird 3 is 8 miles out for a right-hand downwind for runway 024 full stop, Kathmandu. So yeah, that's my idea. 10,000 feet, let's go. Prop sync off, props full forward. And so still on the radial. I could see the field, even though the visibility dropped quite a bit. I'm maintaining my torque above 400, by the way, on purpose, so that we don't burn the auto ignition, because if the torque drops below 400, the auto ignition comes on. So I want to prevent that, save a little bit of the on the igniters. And this is a key gear, it will really have no big deal. With stopping down, so it's totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna do quite of a long or quite a wide downwind here. Captain traffic, King 3 is joining the right hand downwind runway 02. Okay, now I'm going to drop the power to idle. Need to slow down. It's checked. Silence the gear warning. Let me set the course to 2002. This way we have an alignment with the runway. And below 186, gear down. Flaps approach. Turning lights on. Move the power forward. Yeah, I feel like I can turn base. Turning base, keeping that descent rate. Train the airplane properly. Elevation 4,395. Yeah, we're perfect. Just a tiny bit steep, but not a big deal. Looking good now. Captain to traffic, King Crate, turning final runway 02. Captain. That's checked. Looking perfect to me. Oh, there we go. It's freezing again. I don't know what's going on. Probably loading something. Oh boy. Stop, please. Stop lagging. It is definitely loading something. Let's go flaps full. A bit high, but totally fine. We want 110 on the speed. One red.
500.
Two reds, two whites. We are absolutely on profile, lined up with the runway. Configured, gear is down, 3 green. That was perfect. I can even land a little bit long, I'm not going to brake, because we do have to vacate there on Bravo. So let's do a nice and soft landing after the Lukla one.
100.
Looks great.
50. 10.
10. Power to idle. Just a tiny bit of reverse. Flaps are up. Recognition. That is all off. Taxi light's gonna come on. Landing light's gonna come off. That's Charlie. Ignition and auto fader off. I'm gonna vacate on the next one. And there's Bravo. clear left, clear right. Kathmandu traffic, King 3, vacated runway 02 via Bravo, taxiing to the right. Very good. Spawner goes to standby, strobes are off. Fuel transfers can go to off. Nose feed to off. Let's park near that King Air. That's Mike. Iceman! Look who's here! Iceman himself, man. Thank you very much for tuning in. Just got to the landing. It's all good. It was great. It was great. I was actually speaking on a live stream that I had plans to fly on both of your Pipers for the next month. And I'm not sure which one to take because I have so much more that I want to do. Go back to the takeoff. Yeah. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, brakes are set. Taxi lights are off. And so I can disarm the battery. Avionics master up. Lights are all good. NTI is going to leave that. That's done. And I can switch them. Want to see below 30% on the turbine, feather and feather. Beacon light is going to go off. Fasten seatbelt switch is going to go off. Waiting for the turbines to go below 10% and switch the boost pumps off. Gen, I'm going to go off as well. Boost pumps off. Dump the pressure. And done. Battery off. Whew. Alright. Guys, so we made it. We flew to Kathmandu on the King Air C90B. We have one more, actually two more airplanes coming. We have Flight 380 just landed. Oh boy, this is quite of a... Now I understand why I was not seeing the 350. He was down there. So Flight 380 is going to taxi to us. And I'm going to take my time a little bit to see how was our flight back here. So, well, again, you guys probably noticed, preparation is key for this kind of flights, and actually to any kind of flight. The more you prepare yourself, the better you're going to have like the output or your result, and the more fun you're going to have, because you'll know what you will be doing. And so it's great. I'm glad we did it. Here was our departure. It looked, for some reason, it decided to show a landing there in Lukla. That's fine. Here we flew the radial, right-hand turn to Barbie, and then finally we joined the downwind for a nice descent and a nice final turn. It didn't even record the landing rate again, so I'll take that. Well, he decided to record that one. Look at that terrain elevation. Wow, that's pretty huge. And there goes Flight 380. That's it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. You feel free to download my Ortho4XP patch from the forum. It's on the description, and it's on the forums as well. Enjoy Lukla, fly there, do your procedures, explore this amazing King Air. You have two versions. You have the Garmin G1000 version, and you have the normal Garmin 430 version. It is amazing, so I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. Cooler, thanks for the flight, you're welcome. Thanks guys for being here, it's been amazing, really. And Iceman, what's the altitude of Lukla? So the threshold sits at 9,100 feet, roughly, and the ramp is at 9,400, almost 400 feet. So yeah, 9,400, that's quite interesting. To say the least. Guys, thank you very much everybody for being here. It's great. Love to see you guys here, and yeah, love to fly with you. It's great. Thank you very much for all of those who made this possible. I wish you all a great week. We're gonna see you next week for more adventures, probably Australia. Yes, it's gonna be Australia on the King Air 350. Still got to pick up the destination or the airports that I want to take, but it's gonna be Australia. So yeah, guys, thank you very much. Again, have a good week. We're gonna see you soon. Bye bye.